Okay, Luke, we've waited long enough. It's your time to shine. Take your time and tell us where you've decided to play college football.
Sounds good. Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank God for everything that He's done for me. Growing up in a Christian-based family, it's helped me a lot tremendously in my life. I would also like to thank my family, most importantly my mom and dad. They've been the best role models in my life, and without them, I wouldn't be sitting here at all today. Also, I'd like to thank all the coaches that have helped me become a better young man on and off the field. And I'd also like to thank the community of Findlay for always being behind my teammates and I's back this past 3 years. With that being said, I would like to commit to
Buckeyes.
Ohio State. Always, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sadie.
A big get for the Ohio State Buckeyes as four-star offensive lineman Luke Montgomery commits to the Buckeyes for the class of 2023. He's got his family there with him at Findlay High School for the announcement, and it sounds like most of the school is there too, Luke. Luke, if you can hear me over the noise, what was the deciding factor for you in choosing the Buckeyes?
Yeah, to be honest with you, the deciding factor was definitely, it was an hour and 30 minutes away. I could come back and watch my siblings play, and I just felt like every time I'd go back there, that's where I wanted to be. So it was definitely time for me to commit and make this official.
So the location in terms of it being close to home was one of the main factors for you?
Yeah, yes, sir. I really wanted to come back and watch my younger siblings. I have 3 younger siblings, so being able to just have the opportunity to come back an hour and 15, hour 30 minutes away definitely helped.
Luke, when you look at some of the schools that were finalists on your list, I mean, Alabama, Notre Dame, Michigan, Clemson, how close was this decision?
It was so close, to be honest with you. But I would go into other visits asking myself, how does this compare to Ohio State? And every single time I came back, I still wanted to go there. So that's also what had me here today, to be honest with you.
How much did Coach Day factor into your choice?
Definitely a lot. I talked to him every day. He's talked to me every day. He was really nervous when I called him the morning I wanted to commit. He didn't know whether I was going to commit or tell him I was going to another school. And once I told him, he was screaming on the phone and really excited. And yeah.
Probably sitting there just going, don't say Michigan, don't say Michigan. All right, time to address the Buckeyes faithful here, Luke. Tell them what kind of player they're getting.
They're getting a mean player. I'm here right out of the gate. I'm going to try to come in there and out of any of the 5 positions on the O-line, I want to start, obviously. That's a big goal of mine, even freshman year. I know it's super hard at these type of school, Power 5 schools, but I know it's fairly possible. I'm going to be a leader and super energetic, obviously.
What kind of example are you hoping to be for your teammates and those who come after you?
Yeah, a role model for sure. I always want to be here for the community and obviously those younger kids who have aspirations of playing at the next level.
Luke, you're a well-spoken young man. It's great to see you there with your family. Guys always thank their coaches when they make this kind of an important decision. You talked about your coaches. What have they taught you about your game and your talent?
They've taught me a lot. I mean, I've only played football. I started in 7th grade. To be honest with you, I had a pretty hard talk with my dad after 7th grade. I wasn't very sure if I wanted to play anymore, but he wanted me to stick with it and keep working. And time flies, and it really does. And it's already my senior year, and I feel like that was yesterday.
And look at the development. Now you're headed to play for Ohio State University. Congratulations, Luke. All the best as you take your talents to Columbus as the Buckeyes continue to build towards that national championship.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jeremy.
According to the 24/7 Sports Composite Index, Montgomery ranks as the 4th best at his position and the 49th best overall player in the country. The Ohio State Buckeyes getting themselves a gamer. He says, hey, off the field, I'm a teddy bear, but on the field, I'm there to rip your head off. And in terms of the commitment, it is big for their class for Ohio State. They go up to number 7 in the recruiting class rankings for 2023. All right, now that the decision is made, let's welcome back Steve Wiltfong from 24/7 Sports for his post-decision thoughts here. Montgomery, the first potential offensive lineman to commit to the team in the class of 2023. Why is he a good fit for Ryan Day's program?
Well, Ohio State put together one of the better offensive line classes in the 2022 cycle with 3 All-Americans, and now they have 2 really good ones from in-state in the fold with Luke Montgomery joining Josh Padilla. And Luke Montgomery is one of the more coveted players at the point of attack in the country, regardless of the side of the ball. And some of these schools loved him as a defensive lineman, a defensive tackle. But most of these schools zeroed in on him as an offensive lineman, a guy that can play all 3 positions, and he has snapped some on the prep level for Finlay already. And the things that stand out about him is first the tenacity and toughness he plays the game with. I mean, he is a powerful, mean guy out there that's looking to not hurt people on defense, but certainly keep the chains moving with physicality and that kind of element of play. But he's very athletic, got really good feet, he's got heavy hands, he's strong, he can move, he can move in space. There's not a block he can't make or that you can't scheme him into. He's a very talented individual that had over 30 scholarship offers from all the powerhouse programs in the country. Ohio State, this wasn't an easy recruitment for them to win, so for them to keep him home is quite a coup.
How soon do you expect him to be contributing on the field in Columbus?
Well, again, Ohio State's a place where it's tough for true freshmen to play early, but they have a track record of playing the best guys. You know, and he's a guy that I think, you know, we'll see after senior year. He's 270 pounds right now, so he's going to have to add some weight. But when you project him long term, he's a guy that I think will be at 300 pounds. You know, athletically, he's unique. The way he can bend, the way he can move, and again, the tenacity and physicality he plays the game with. And then the intangibles. He's an extremely hard worker. You know, he loves playing the game. He's a guy that's been a leader on his football team for years. They had 18 seniors this past year. I think a dozen of them are going to play college football. But Luke was still one of the team leaders as a junior. So he brings all those traits that you're looking for at that position.
And he did mention that he does want to go to Ohio State, contribute, and be a leader within that program. When you look at the class here, Steve, that's 4 4-stars committed. What does his addition mean for the Buckeyes overall in terms of that 2023 class at this point?
Well, they shoot into the top 10. They're up to number 7 right now. I mean, this is a program that recruits top 5 classes year in and year out under Ryan Day and his staff. And Luke Montgomery is a guy that not only gives them a boost as the jewel of the class, but he's going to be a terrific peer recruiter. You saw his personality there. He's a guy that is other prospects are going to gravitate towards Luke Montgomery, and I think he's really going to champion being one of the lead peer recruiters of this class. And then again, from a player standpoint, you know, down the road, I expect him to be one of the best offensive linemen in the country. You know, he has that kind of ability, that kind of talent. You know, his feet, his hands, the ability to move, the toughness and physical style of play is everything you want at the position.
Yeah, you talk about it. A well-spoken young man, obviously showing some leadership qualities within his program, looking to carry that to Ohio State. Thanks, Steve Wiltfong, for 24/7 Sports, joining us here to discuss the commitment of Luke Montgomery to the Ohio State Buckeyes, the 4-star joining the class of 2023. For more from the recruiting trail, be sure to check out 24/7 Sports for all the latest news and profiles. The industry-leading composite index, giving you that national perspective on each recruit, drilling it right down to state level as well as based on position. Head over to 247sports.com for all that and plenty more.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.